How are you? Today our topic is about QWERTY keyboard. The layout of the digits and the letters of the QWERTY keyboard is fixed, but non-alphanumeric keys vary between keyboards. For example, there is a difference between key assessment or the British and the American keyboard, in particularly about the three of the UK keyboards in the pound sign, white list on the USA keyboard in the dollar sign. The standard layout is the subject to variation in the placement of the brackets, backslash, and such like. In addition, different national keyboards, including additions, letters, and the traditional French layout places the main letter in different locations. The top line start AZERTY. The QWERTY arrangement of the keys is not optimal for typing. However, the reason for the layout of the keyboard in this fashion can be traced back to the mechanical typewriters hitting a key used an arm to shoot towards the carrying, imprinting the letter on the head, the ribbon, and the hands on to the paper. If the arm flew towards with the paper in the quick succession from nearly the same angle, they would often jam. The solution to this was to be set out the key that can be combinations of the letter were placed at different ends of the keyboard, which meant that the arm would usually move from alternate sides on the apparent story relating to the keyboard layout. In that it was also important for the salesman to be type the typewriter quickly in order to impress potential customer. Letter are all on the top row. The electrical typewriter and now the computer keyboard are not subject to the original mechanical constitution, but the QWERTY keyboard remains the domain layout. The reason for the social the ways of the trained typist would be related on to relearn their craft. Whitelist the management is not prepared to accept and learning performance. Whitelist the new skills are gained. There is also a large movement in the current keyboard which would all have to be either replaced and the grade or phased out, with the subsequent requirement for people to be proficient on both keyboard as the whole population have become keyboard users. This technology entire probably become impossible to change. How keyboard work? Currently keyboard work by key pressing, closing a connection, causing a character code to be sent to the computer. The connection is usually via lead, but wireless systematic also exists. One aspect of the keyboard work that is important to the user to feel of the key. Some keys require a very hard press to operate the keys, but like a manual typewriter, whitelist, other feather light. The distance that the keys travel also affect the tactile nature of the keyboard. The keyboard that are currently used on most notebook computer are half travel keyboard, where the keys travel only a small distance before activating their connection. Such a keyboard can feel dead to become. Some keyboards are even made of touch sensitive button which require a light touch and practically no travel. They often appear a sheet plastic with a button printed on them. The task being fully sealed, they have that advantage of being easily cleaned and resistance to the dirty environment, but they have little feel and they are popular with the trained touch typist. Feed is finger and the increased responsibility of the employee. In these circumstances, it may be that such designs will enjoy a resignation in the near future. RSI in finger is caused by the tender on the equivalent on the inflation on the on eases of learning alphabetical keyboard. Alphabetical, one of the most best layout to be the alphabetical keyboard, in which the letters are arranged alphabetically across the keyboard. It might be expected when the such cases studied have shown this is the keyboard in the now faster for the properly trained typist case. It may accept since there is no interaction advantage to this layout, and even for the navigation and the expectation since there is no enhanced environment for those. QWERTY also in the dispersion people for attempting to use their touch typing skills on a very small keyboard and answer and avoid crispness of the difficulty of the use. The Dvorak keyboard use a similar layout of the keys to the QWERTY system, but assigning the letter to the different keys based upon an analysis of the typing. The keyboard is designed to help people reach faster typing speed. It is based toward right-handed people in that 56% of the keystrokes are made with the right hand. The layout of the keys also attempts to ensure that Majority of the keystrokes alternate between hands, and the keystrokes are made without the typist having to stretch. For their reducing fighting and increasing keyboard speed, this layout also have aimed to minimize the number of the keystrokes made with the weak fingers. Of this requirement in the conflict and the Dvorak keyboard between 10 and 15. Reduction is used for fatigue due to the interaction environment. Other aspects of the keyboard design have been alternate apart from the layout and the missing minimize movement between the such designs. RSI minimize effort have the practically system where the other aspects of the keyboard design have the alter part a design curve. The plane and the left and the right curve have both lived separately. Minimize have the practically no impact of the majority of the system. Sold that to be in the left and right side have separately. Now our topic is going to be closed. We will meet in next video.